Happy New Year! Even though this episode's going up somewhere around March time. Anyway, Happy New Year. May all your wishes come true in a new bountiful year filled with health and joy. Welcome back. I told you I'd say that, didn't I? Welcome back to Fud's Players Valhalla. And it's the 31st of December. And apparently we're celebrating New Year's a day early. I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from all noise. Thanks. Oh, we got a message on AE. The augmented eye is shut down for maintenance. Thank you. I wanted to stop the epic memeing for just a while to say thank you. Big thanks to each and every one who bought this game. Thank you for reaching up to a point of this game. Thanks for all your tweeting, all your questioning, even with Tumblr, emails, etc. Even though we couldn't answer every single thing, we stress how much we appreciate all the messages we got. Thank you very much. The road is rocky. Things weren't as smooth as we hoped around the end of the development. We even had people actively trying to sabotage our work, but like Big Match John, we beat the odds and kicked out with that too. Thanks for reading for all of my nonsense. It wasn't too heavy-handed. Let's fill the world with badass cuties. Wait, is that from Dangaroo? Is that from the actual admins of... Okay. Feels like we're getting towards the end of the game, it feels. Let's go to work anyway. December 31st. Well, let's see. Gil's in back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I ordered. We only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gaby will show up any minute. Relax, everything will be alright, I can assure you of that. Drink something, maybe that'll cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one, a reward for after everything's said and done. I feel I can get through it now. Gotta go, you can do it. Right. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years, now it's some time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gaby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gaby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Hey. You talk first. No, Well... Some days ago I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. Oh, what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first time I heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and my appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, after all those problems, after all those years not talking to her, she sends me a letter. A fucking letter of all things. She just says sorry? Sorry for what? For a fight? For not talking to her all these years? Now I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I remembered all the times my sister approached you that way. Like that time when she gave you chocolates labelled 1, 2 and 4 during Valentine's Day. And you were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table and she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you. She did it. Oh, you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere though. She did express to me she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localised nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of a massive rejection that always made the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace a part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention if artificial hearts and genetic treatments are out of the question. Yeah. Thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18. But she kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why did she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live normally then? She had to use a serum. Shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot left a nasty mark when she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her? Banana machine rejection is what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find out what made her so vulnerable. The doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defences grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere. Maybe it was just all blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and rejection acted afterwards. But I don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe she had told me about it. I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wanted to face it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what ifs and won't bring her back. Huh? I spent so much time hamming myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears of that moment? What if I apologised earlier? What if I'd given a chance to research the Institute back then? And the amount have just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realised something. Having such regret with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologise to her like I can apologise to you right now. Jill. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having a heart condition all these years. But she didn't have to face it alone. Only she. So let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honour her, we'll do it together. Together. Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is to try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask though, did she really start to complain about chest pains shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually all too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back to before you left. Back then we thought it was just acid reflux or something. God, I even blamed the death on you. I was just too angry back then, and a part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that, sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologise for, don't think too much about it. I should have been more mature and not shouted at you either. So, let's just call it all that water under a bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So how did you find me exactly? Well, have you heard of a message board called Dangaroo? I have, yeah. The truth is, I visit from time to time. And the other day, I read a thread about a bar. And a description of a bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad, more like dumbfounded. Hey Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right there and then. When after graduating I got a very good job offer, but she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously, it was just something she kept mentioning. It's like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But I thought she suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think it was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, pretty much passed college thanks to being with her. That's partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had her best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. It rained down on me that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we got married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was best for me, but what about my freedom? My say on matter? So that's why you stopped loving you, Lenore. No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurt so much. But you have to understand, I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted to break to everything for a while, to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same though, even though I'm not even in the same college. That's why it led to fighting her. You know, the word fight makes it sound like we changed blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it, tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started a fight, getting all so defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I did it overact to her arguments about this being a huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. Huh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? I should have listened to her at the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. Lenore's a good kid. Well, not Lenore, so Gaby. It was her offer, not mine. I should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Lenore. We're quite the hotheads, you, me and sis. You're supposed to be the mature one, you know. Play your role correctly. Why didn't you come back, Jill? Why'd you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for her fear of being scolded? My sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid, dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. But in perspective, no matter what reason I came up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds so stupid when I look back, you know? Not when it makes things easier. I never get to speak with her ever again. It feels bad because it's so stupid. I swear, you and my sister were meant for one another. You both moved after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over these past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I won't call my parents and they're useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything's just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Huh? Morning is fine and all. We should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you all that all the time. The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So let's have a toast in her honour, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. How old was Gaby again? Blue Fairy. I think Sparkle Star is probably the best one. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from beyond right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologise to you anymore, but I can at least make your rest easier. So never I'll look out for Gaby in your absence. I'll make sure Gaby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey! Want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis. Sis, you idiot. Why did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot. I always told you everything. I wasn't enough. You idiotic idiot. Ah! Hey, Jill. Promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. You won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. I can't do that. Huh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is I won't run away like last time. We'll both call off and talk it over, like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said? Will you look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gaby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers. So... About this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're an adult. We might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. Right. It's non-alcoholic, by the way. Now when I think back to it, did your sister give you beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on my soles and my shoes in retaliation. She looked funny and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah, but you know you got my drink that time. Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be an apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well, I did hide all the dildos in my house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. Oh dear, there's no signal. And as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. She said, "So do you like eating me for lunch?" Jill, I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey Gaby, do your parents know you're here? I think I met Clarice actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. Oh, Miss Clary knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course. How would she cover me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Clary doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night, so why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I say it's comfy enough. At least spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, did your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, they opened up a second branch last year. She's looking to expand. I think it's got into a partnership with a friend in Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realising Motor District almost has no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, "I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark one for Daddy!" I think he had this bet with an acquaintance ever since his sister was 12 years old or so. Dad said sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether or not it was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. Seemed unable to sweet victory. Your mum and Lenore never did make up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as a said one too many things argument. Mum was always obsessed with high society and a circle of friends. A lesbian daughter was no-no. I'm still on my sister's side for that one though. Mum didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mum, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? Dunno. Mum and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? We never did get married. So there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since August, I think. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone, huh? I don't know if I've been there. A bit. I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Huh. I thought it was going to be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? A small New Year celebration. Want to stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry. You won't. You'll just get... You know you get colder from night without no alcohol. There you go, it's time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce you to. From screen face to white. And we got the credits forward as well. So congratulations to Fernando Damas at Ironic Clark. Brilliant writer. The actual writing of this game was top notch. Thumbs up to you, mate. The artwork, Christopher Ortiz, Kieran 51. The artwork, I mean, I love the art style of this game. I actually love the character art as well. Michael Kelly, Garode Music on Twitter. Sound effects by IMBA Interactive and Julio Acosta. Or is that Julio? Freesound.org and soundsnap.com. Seriously guys, if you actually want to buy this game yourself, check it out on Steam. Check it out on my website as well. There's a link in the description. This is well worth the money. It was on Steam sale, I think, when I bought. Was it Steam sale? I don't think it was, actually. But it's well worth the money. I'm definitely going to be recommending this one to people. And I know I'm doing a name back tune around the time this episode actually comes up. And I'm almost certain one of the tracks in this is actually going to be from the game. Although because this episode's I think this episode is going to go up on the Sunday. It's either Sunday or the following week. So the name actually would have already happened, so this music would have been in it. Made in Game Maker Studio by Yo-Yo Games. If I'd have known about this game sooner, I would have pre-ordered it sooner. I would have got this sort of game much quicker. This is one of those games which doesn't come across too often. It's a game quite akin to what's it called? Resetia, the shopping game. Well, the item shop game. It's a simple premise, brilliantly executed, funny, intelligent, and heartwarming. Did you have fun? Yes, I did. Thank you. I did have fun, yes. Yep, I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why, did your boss hug you though? She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. You're right. Good night, Jill. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Uh, 2016 Cyberpunk Games. Gracias Peluche. Don't know what that means. I know it says thank you, but don't know who Peluche is. I think it's time for me to say goodbye as well. Well, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for watching the entire series if you caught it at all. I'm going to be starting another game very soon. Be sure to join me for that and the other stuff on my channel as well. Oh. I would say goodbye, but there's more. I can't believe you actually made me do that sleepover thing. You don't have to accept, you know. Shut up. I'm having a good time. Even Gaby's having fun. Relax a bit. Yeah, whatever. You know, Alma, you remind me a bit of my sis. I do? How? You always manage to get a reaction from Jill. Sis always said that Jill acknowledged your presence is the best way to know she likes you. You're talking too much, Gaby. Ah. It's different with you, though. With my sis, Jill was more frustrated. Like this one time, she bought a shirt that... You're talking too much, little girl. A shirt that what? Had a pic of a cucumber on it. Cucumber? And ow, ow! What are you doing to my hair? Sorry, it just got stuck in one of my fingers. Seriously. So a bit like Lenore then? No, you just remind me a bit. Moreover, my sister wasn't as ass. What this girl is trying to say is that you're tits and ass. You could build a Lenore out of half of a mass. That just means there's more enough for me to share with both of you. Share? You're talking too much, Alma. Are we going back to Friday, January 15th now, unless it's forward to get to it? So yeah, the guy had a fancy about a woman castrating him. I tried for an hour to convince him it's a bad idea, and I finally got to him. We finally moved to a bedroom, and it turns out the guy had this weird implant where his testicles should be. It's basically a removable ball sack. I suppose the guy really liked his fantasy and made sure he could live it out properly. I once saw a guy at a hospital in the emergency room after being castrated to fulfill fantasy. I wonder if it's the same guy. I have enough problems with just one, you know. Just one what? We're just listening to one of your anecdotes. You told me about the Neo-Tijuana thing, and now this. Don't you have any more subdued stories? Come on, Joe. You're an adult. You take that much? Shut up. Well, last time I spoke to my mum, I asked her a story of how her daughter turns out her name was Anna. Huh. And now you pretend it's a surprise? Quiet you. She fought against nanomachine rejection for most of her life. She even lost a girlfriend she made in a hospital with the same sickness. Apparently, sometime after she got out of treatment, a truck hit her and killed her. But even then, she was amazing. She was? Huh? Yeah, she kept up her studies while still in the hospital. She was a self-taught honour student. Not only that, she also ranked among the top 5 candidates in at least 3 college admission exams. She also played the piano and guitar. Well, being confined to a room does that, I guess. I mean, fully able-bodied people could hardly do barely of that. But she practically accomplished all that herself. She also beat nanomachine rejection. A disease that only 2% of humans suffer, and even less survive. It took a trucking to take her out. She was great. I'm sort of like a sister. Huh, silly Becky. Honey, did you say something? I did not. Weird. I swear I heard Scott always saying silly Becky. Come again? It's not common for me to hear stuff from far away and thinking I heard it nearby, but you're the only one nearby that knows my real name, so it was weird. Oh well. As I was saying, the ballsack guy. In August, Gillian. I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to this city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for this second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, Gil, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic. But and you're taking care of my apartment, we will cross paths because I live there. The time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me things about the place. Like where the switches and valves are. But I already know they're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about that control panel. I'm proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes, Jill, stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of your 4-ball just fine. I'm not worried about him, I'm just worried about me. I've been away from 4 this long. I don't know what I'll do. You'll do just fine. You did just pretty well for at least 25 years before finding him. Yeah, but we're leaving. Oh yeah, before I forget. Left you a box of condoms on the first drawer of a desk, girl. You what? You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna fuck like rabbits, stay away from my room. I have too many pics of him at my Imoto, my sister there. I don't want all your eyes to get soiled. Imo who? Little sister. And just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. First up, Panama. First up, Panama. And you now save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen at the bar. Let you start over from day one while keeping your items and money. Yay! I got new Game Plus save file, brilliant. And that really is goodbye.